Have you ever wondered how men ignore women and they still get what they want? Matt here from Alpha Aware. And in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about how to actually ignore women to get what you want. But before we get into that, a couple spots have just opened up in the one-to-one Alpha Aware coaching program with me. Click the link below. Let's jump on a call and let's see if we're a good fit. So how do you actually ignore women? Well, think about any high value man. He's always busy. He's always doing stuff. I don't know if you've ever been around a high value woman, but she's always got things to do. She's always doing something. She's always got an event to go to. She was always invited to a club. She's always got a table service. Well, same thing with men. Think about any busy man. They're always doing shit. Same thing with men. They're always doing things. Think about it. Have you seen the recent documentary Tinder Swindler? Think about the profile this guy created. Think about the guy who he created. He created himself as the CEO of a diamond company. And the way he portrayed himself is that he was always flying to place to place to place. He was always out at dinners. He was always out partying. He's always out at epic locations. Well, think about what kind of value that brings to a woman. They're going, who is this guy? And I want to get a hold of him. But think about how he played it off to these women. Like, oh, hey, I'm a bit too busy right now. I can't get to you. But then in certain moments, he would contact them. But for the majority of part of it, he would ignore these women. Well, what does that do in exchange? That makes the woman want to chase you. But here's the key to this. You can't fake it. You can't fake being a high value man. So what do? This comes down to lifestyle design. You got to design a life that you're always busy, not in the fact just to be busy to be busy. No, start getting into things, start having passions, develop any sort of passion and create a lifestyle that creates that you're not always having free time. See, the problem with beta males is that they always have free time for these women. And so maybe they have a great connection with a girl, they connect on Instagram, and next thing you know, this guy's pandering to making sure that he's checking his likes. She's seeing if she's online all the time. He sends a message and just stands there with the phone, just waiting to see if she's responded. And the moment she responds, he instantly responds as well. This is why it doesn't work. You need to set up a life where you'll get to it. You're always in this mentality. And I can remember at the beginning of becoming an alpha male, I wasn't always busy. I just didn't, and I just was not busy. So what I did mentally, see, a lot of this is upstairs, boys. A lot of it is upstairs. I would always say to myself, okay, I'm busy right now. I'm out in my mind, even though I was sitting at home, and when I was talking to a girl, in my mind, I would say, I'm busy right now. I'm going off and doing this thing. And at the beginning, it takes time to set up this lifestyle, but this is a key trait to getting what you want and actually ignoring the woman because your life is so busy. What happens when you actually ignore her? It portrays high status. So what does that mean? Well, when she is looking to get something out of you and you're grounded, you're centered in yourself. You know, she may shit test you. She may put something out at you and you're not moved from it, and you ignore her behavior, she's gonna be like because what women are really trying to do is they're trying to get a reaction out of you. They're actually seeing if you are who you say you are. So a high value man is not gonna be moved from his center from a woman shit testing him. Think about it. He's grounded, he's still, he's centered, and he knows what he wants. And he doesn't have time for this. This is the other thing too, you know? You want to think about when you're an alpha male, you don't have time for it. This may be one of the biggest ones, but the most challenging one to get on. You gotta stop caring about what she thinks, how she's thinking, and what she's trying to do. She is consuming your head, and she is taking up way too much mental bandwidth. And this is taking you off your purpose. But the moment you stop caring, genuinely. Now, this is not going to be easy at the beginning, but you have to genuinely do this at the beginning. You have to stop caring. And the moment you stop caring, she starts chasing you. And it seems backwards. It really does. It seems backwards. Shouldn't the man chase the woman? No. When you get to a certain status, the roles reverse. Because as you start moving up the social hierarchy ladder, there's less and less men at the top. And women in hypergamy only want to have sex either at their level, and not really. Women don't want to even have sex at their level. They want to have sex on the way up. So if you're a high value man and you have status and she's starting to try to get your attention and she's trying to get your validation, and you stop caring about that validation, this is just going to get her attraction so up towards you. So stop caring what she thinks. Now, you have some of these frameworks, but the most important thing about all of this is implementation. And we can't fake. Stop using these tactics. Just become the alpha. Stop faking it. Just get these tendencies out of you, acquire these traits, and then soon you'll see all this magic start to happen, and then you'll eventually get what you want. But know that this is a practice. This isn't just going to come out of nowhere. Believe me, when I first started learning this stuff, it did not work at the beginning because I was faking it. But sometimes you have to fake it. Have you ever heard of this saying, act as if? So think about this. This is the mantra that I would always use. What would an ALF do? I would always ask myself that in Vegas. I would always ask myself, what would an ALF do in this situation? What would an ALF do? How would an ALF respond? So I want you to imagine some sort of alpha, whatever alpha it is, whatever alpha male comes to your mind, and I want you to ask yourself, how would he respond in this situation? And most likely, he's going to ignore her in some of her ways in which he's trying to seek attention, validation, and this is how you get what you want. If you're a man looking to reclaim your masculinity, to get the dream relationship of your life, click the link below. Let's jump on a one-to-one call. Let's see if we're a good fit, and let's get you really getting to the lifestyle you want.